one Twins way in Minneapolis. Welcome inside Target Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill for the Twins, Chris Paddock. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike two.
Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. One out, base is empty. And now 2-2. Right side, hard hit. Over to first. Out. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Whips it to first on the run. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now a chance for Spencer Torkelson. Misses inside, and it's 2-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
2-2.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out.
Just a beautiful play. Where's the cape? In the air like Superman, diving catch, and he ends the inning.
Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Reese Olson. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Bounce to the right side. Torkelson. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. And a big factor for them in recent games, Matt Wallner.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Now Correa up to hit. 1-1 now. That's a little bit low. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Man at first, and now Brooks Lee. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Back in Minnesota. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. Good take by Torres.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Now Colt Keith. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. That misses, and it's 2-1. No score here in the second. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. In for a strike, and it's 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
At at the plate. Zach McKinstry
No.
just missed.
Good spot for the
One
hitter.
strike.
Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Line drive. Reaching for it and brings it in. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Target Field, bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. That one off the mark. 2 balls and a strike. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. Now 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Swings and misses. 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That misses.
2-2.
It's 2-2. Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Now it's the DH, Matt Vierling. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. France steps on the bag. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Here's Riley Green. And a foul ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Jeffers down to first with it in time. So the drop 3rd strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Nothing doing. And we're back. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Harrison Bader. That's in there. Going to count 1 and 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikes.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A monster shot to right. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 1-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2-2. That one ripped. That's back there. Into the bullpen and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And that's down and away.
2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And now it's even up.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
On the ground right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And that extends the inning. Now the third baseman, Jose Miranda. Hit in the air out to center field. Meadows. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Third home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now it's going to be Colt Keith. Man at second. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
big RBI for him right there. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball up. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
And now Jake Rogers. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And it hits the fence. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Randy Dobnak gets the call from the pen. He's been so good against lefties. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Rogers at second with nobody out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Out to short. Lee fires across the diamond. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So up next, Zach McKinstry. That misses. 2-1. One out, the runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Upstairs.
Full count.
Hard hit right side to first, and he's out. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Next to hit, Parker Meadows. Clips the corner, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way high. Runner at third, 2 away. That's to third. Slides, but it gets by him. In comes the runner from third. It's 4-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now the number 2 hitter, Matt Vierling. Slides, but he can't come up with it. The throw into second, and he's there with a double.
He beat the throw.
Back-to-back base hits. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Now here is Riley Green. Ripped on a line. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 4.
Gets the job done as he brings home.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John.
Out. Play ball. Take your base. Ball 4. He's safe. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. He's safe. 3. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. He's safe.
Welcome in. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton in the booth. We're in the 4th inning with nobody out. The Twins hitless so far in the game. Man at second. That one outside. And the count is 1-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2's the count.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, it's so tough to adjust and catch up to a good fastball inside when all you're getting throughout an entire at-bat are pitches away. You're telling yourself, just let the ball travel so you can protect that outside corner of the plate. Then you get completely tied up. That right there was a great pitch for the punch-out.
Here's Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Correa working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
And strike 2.
0-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Not close with that one. And a count now even up. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
France batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Check on the runner. Castro dives back in safely. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And now 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Back at Target Field, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Parker Meadows. Festa back to work. puts it in the air out towards left center. Julian pulls it down, and there's one away. And next is the designated hitter, Matt Vierling.
Matt Vierling.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
One out, base is empty. Just off the outside edge, and the count's even at 2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Riley Green. Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. David on the mound now for the Twins, Jorge Alcala.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs.
And a base hit right there. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's 4-0.
Waste no time there.
Nothing the final in this one.
Let's play ball. 3. He's safe. Ball 4, take your base. Three. Ball 4, take your base. Out. He's safe! He's safe!
Copy with Chris Singleton. Welcome into our broadcast. We've got nobody out here in the fifth. Miranda, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one.
Well, these Twins need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
France in the box now, takes strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Miranda aboard here at first with nobody out. So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Edouard Julien.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
And 1-2. This one in the air. Keith. And there's one down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
All over that one right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one fouled off. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
By a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Outside low, and a count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Staying in the game on defense, Edouard Julien. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one. Lopez back to work. That one misses, and that's ball one.
Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And that's outside.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Jeffers gathers, throws to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Brings it in, and that quickly 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 3 up, 3 down that time. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the 6th. And here is Willie Castro. And ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Holton, the left-hander, up and throwing. Owens, the right-hander, also getting loose. That's outside. Ball 2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now Correa up to hit. 1 for 2. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Brooks Lee getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. There's the strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's inside. In the dirt, 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Go-ahead run on base, and next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Danny Coulomb on the pitch here.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
On the ground, 2 ball. Throws to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Vierling in the box, lays off for ball 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. A little bit high. Yeah, that's ball 2.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, 1 out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That's a base hit. Here comes Baez around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Riley Green. There's a swing and a drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Vierling around third. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And they take a 2-run lead. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Outside. And that's ball 1.
Whoa. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side and foul ball. To third. And it gets by him. Green coming home. He'll score, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins.
Pitching for the Twins, number 48, Justin.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Fouled off. He was late. That one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nabs it, and there's 2 away. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab, and that is that. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Tigers 4.
Now,
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Owens. Here's Byron Buxton. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. late on that fastball.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Collected by Torres. Whips it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Miranda up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. Popped up. Keith hauls it in, 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Julian stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next offering upstairs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-1.
The Tigers leading by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th. That one misses. Now 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. In the air, right side. Corrals it. And that is that. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Colt Keith. First pitch misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ripped to right. Wallner brings it in. 1 away. Jake Rogers digs in now. 1 for 3. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Topa, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he pulls in with a double for his 1st hit of the year.
Really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Meadows at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-1. 2 out. This one ends the final 9-2. And the road team picks up the win. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Joe Ryan.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Next offering is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. 1 out.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Here's Jesse Winker on the inside corner for a strike. Winker launched a homer in his most recent game. That one the other way, and he boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw, you know?
Yeah, no question. Steps off and looks to first. Soto with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And now it's Juan Soto. There's a strike.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Man at first, one away.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Winker on his way to third. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Tap foul at the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is one more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time since now they're 2 outs.
Hit on the ground to short. Correa over to first. That's out number 3. 2 left on. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Kodai Senga. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
There's the strike. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
This is Willie Castro. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And there's a ball. One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. And they'll do it again. The 2-2. Good eye right there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Carlos Correa stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And another ball. Break. Ball misses down and away. 2 outs, base is empty. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up and in, ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Good power, not great in the OBP department. He was late there, strike 1. Larnach went deep in his most recent game.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 left for Minnesota. We played an inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
That's a ball.
That one at 95 missed up top. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Now one missed, Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle. That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. And that one sliced foul.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
In there at the knees. 0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner at second here, one gone. That one way outside. Now 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And now it's Jose Siri. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
All ones the count.
And that one upstairs, ball one. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. That misses off the outside edge. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back at Target Field, bottom of the second. And now here's the veteran DH, Byron Buxton. Senga back to work. Right through there for a strike. Buxton, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now fly ball to right center. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda. Ball one, no strike. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. And another ball. And that is low for ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Harrison Bader batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Miranda into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Christian Vasquez, the hitter. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That one's
That's
upstairs, ball 1.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Outside with a breaking ball. Mickey Gasper in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. He goes down looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. That one is upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next pitch in for a strike. And 1-1. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Here's a 2-1. In the air, left field, down the line. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. It's a leadoff double to start the 3rd. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker. Reached on an infield single his first time. And foul ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And a foul ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. Ground ball right side and foul ball. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Lindor leads off second with nobody out. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
And that one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Edge in his zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Swing and a foul straight back. And a pitch. That clips the corner. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering upstairs.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Ball 1 there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Out to short. Correa over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So digging in, Matt Wallner led off the game with a strikeout. And he chases a high fastball there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And downstairs. Almost got him. make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Castro takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1-1.
Upstairs.
Ball, that's too high.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed
2
there.
balls, 2 strikes.
Time called.
We got time.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely. So 2 down. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
He was all over that one. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Trevor Larnach. Not
Ball one,
even
no
close
strike.
there. Ball 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Way high.
Aye.
And there's a ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Byron Buxton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Oh, and this one gets away. To the plate, and he's out. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 1. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Alvarez. And that one clips the corner.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Correa over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
No strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. 1 down, base is empty. And that's a little bit high. And now 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So up next for New York, Jose Siri. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's outside. 2-1. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. That ends the frame. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets back in Minnesota, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Byron Buxton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Fastball is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So here's Bader now. Struck out looking his first time. Substitution now at first base. And pinch running for the Twins, Edouard Julien. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count. Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, right field. 2 down. Here's Christian Vasquez. Caught looking his first time up. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pickoff move to first.
No,
he throws it away. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and they don't get an out on the play. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Mickey Gasper, the next Twin up to hit. Out to short. Lindor gets it to first. Inning over. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Edouard Julien getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. 1 for 2. Ryan back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mets finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Chases that one out of the zone. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker.
That's a ball.
Winker, a former All-Star, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. The Mets trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that is out of play.
Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Bader snags it, and that is that. So they go quietly there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, A.J. Minter. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Very high with that one. 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's the strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk. And you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So up next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. A switch hitter batting right. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And here comes Carlos Correa. Fastball is outside. On the ground, could be 2. Vientos tossed to second, throw to first, but he beat it. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. He is struck out and he is walked. Gets under it and pops it up. Vientos. And that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 2-1. Back at Target Field, top 6. Now here is Mark Vientos. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge.
Rocco Baldelli out of the dugout now, and he's going to make a change. Joe Ryan departs. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Yohan Duran.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Alonso swings through it for strike 1.
One and one.
In the dirt, nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that misses. And it's 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
This one smoked out to left. And there's one down. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Vientos leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Nope,
just missed.
Ball. That's inside.
On this count, runner Not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
One-run game, one out, one on. Stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners at first and second with one gone. That one at triple digits.
They can live up in the zone all game and hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Just missed.
Outside, that's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, two outs. Check swing, and he went 2-2. To the right side, Castro. In plenty of time to first. That's the third out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Reed Foley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Buxton leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, these Twins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next offering is down low.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that's outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Soto moving back for it. That one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. And they add a run. It's 3-1.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now the first baseman, Edouard Julien. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's outside.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Danny Young preparing to come on if needed. Buto getting loose as well. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. And now Bader up to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The next pitch misses, 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-2 the count.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Caught him looking for the K. And now it's Christian Vasquez. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Two down, nobody on. 3. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Minnesota solo shot extends the lead. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Fouled off down the right side. Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yohan Duran is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout. On the mound now for the Twins, Danny Coulombe.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes outside. That clips a corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next offering is in for a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, 2 now. Headed towards the corner. Larnach on the run towards the line. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. And he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout. Big situation. And here comes the big bat of Juan Soto.
You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one ripped but foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a bouncer. Castro tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Jorge Alcala.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base, so he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And no one can get there. Scoring is Lindor. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Here's Pete Alonso. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Two outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that will end the inning. But they scored twice and even it up late. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Danny Young. And now for the Twins, Mickey Gasper. So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. He represents the go-ahead run. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Series sizing it up. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Ty France. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
That's to third. Vientos zips it across, and the inning is over. So remaining in the game defensively, Brooks Lee. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter.
Brooks Lee.
Alcala back to work. Swinging a foul out of play. Just missed. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And the batter now, Brandon Nimmo. That's way outside. 1-0. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that misses. And the count now 2-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. So he blasts one out the other way. Third home run of the season, and they lead it. It's 5-3. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Siri stands in now and watches strike one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Here's Francisco Lindor. Foul ball. Alcala, a 6'3" righty, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. There's a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Siri over at first with one away. Set down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Jesse Winker now at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And Vasquez able to pull it down. And that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now 5-3. Back after this. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dedniel Nunez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Correa in the box now. No balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Edwin Diaz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Buto getting cranked up as well. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
That catches the corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. One, two now. And down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Here's Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Next offering way off the plate. And there's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Upstairs. And that's ball 3. Edouard Julien waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Full count.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
I'm out.
Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called to the plate. Inside ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And next for Minnesota, Edouard Julien.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
0-1's the count.
The tying run at the plate.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Buxton headed for third. The throw in there safely. Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a miss.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Twins. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Randy Dobnak.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off. This one ripped, but foul to the right. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Ground ball up the middle. Correa. Now one gone in the ninth. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Castro under this one. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Pete Alonso. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. There's the strike at the knees. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt. Now 2-2. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Alonso off of first with 2 away. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Next pitch is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
On to first, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mets 5 and the Twins 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Vasquez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Misses outside, and the count is 1-1. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch way upstairs. That one just misses. Now he steps out as time is granted. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Lee batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
That one missed. The Twins down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. Way high there, and it's a full count. On the ground to the left, Lindor handles, throws to first, 2 up, 2 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
France at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And a good eye there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in. The Mets leading by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one ripped to left. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series.